Hey everybody, it's Ember from the fields, and today I wanted to show you how we use a tractor to cultivate weeds in the fields. I think I've mentioned in the past that sometimes we use hose. We do a lot of hand weeding also, but there's certain situations where it's nice to have something that saves time and is able to get larger, more established weeds, and that's when we use the tractor. So, all right, here's one of the tractors. Some of you may recognize this. We have this tractor and another one just like it, and it's a Farmall Cub from the late 40s. I want to say 47 or 48. And you may be thinking that it's just an antique and here for show and decoration, but they do in fact work, and they both run beautifully. And we use them for two major things. One is to mark the beds. So we'll make a bed, a fresh, like fluffy bed, and then drive down over top, creating tire tracks so that we know where to walk in the field. But in those tire tracks, weeds will often grow and become pretty well established. And the tractor is really useful to get the weeds that are in the aisles specifically. So you can see here there are two shanks on the back here just behind the tires. Come around here so you can see that it's kind of arrow shaped. And this shank, when lowered, so these two pieces will lower, and as we drive forward, the shank will be able to get just below the surface and uproot any weeds that are in the aisle. You can see here, we cultivated these aisles last week, and you can see how there are no tire tracks visible because as we drove forward, the shanks were able to disturb the soil and kick up any weeds. The other great thing about this tractor is that you can mount shanks to the belly of the tractor, and this toolbar also lowers. So we have the ability to lower this down, and we can add shanks here, sort of at different spots to hit different places in the bed. And so here I have a shank that's a bit thinner, but together with what's on the back, plus this, I can hit a wider area in the field to cultivate. Still, we have to set things up correctly so that we don't hit any plants in the bed. So sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error. Another thing we can do is we could mount discs to either the back or the belly. And this is really great when hilling potatoes. This rolls as it goes, and you can set it at different angles to be, maybe more aggressive, to throw more soil, or not as aggressive, depending on, the size of the plant. And yeah, so we probably only use this for things like hilling potatoes. So that's it. Those are the ways that we use the Farmall Cubs to cultivate. It's really handy, really helpful, saves a lot of time, a lot of energy, and there was a season when these tractors weren't working, and it definitely showed in the fields. So I'm very thankful to have these. It's a really nice, quick way to clean up the aisles, and there's actually a few beds that we planted early that we covered with row cover, and we haven't gotten in there yet to get all the weeds out. But again, this can be somewhat aggressive, and so it can easily uproot well-established weeds, which is really great. All right, well, I hope you learned something new, and I'm really excited to see all of you pretty soon. Keep an eye out for an email to get the official first start date. We're keeping an eye on our crops to see when we think we'll start, but we'll be sure to let you know. All right, until next time, bye.